Hey Capricorn. Hi. Well, Capricorn, I have your spread out here. Well, it looks like you're struggling with a fear of change, which is leading you to a lack of direction. Well, yeah. Capricorn, I also see you being impulsive. Yeah. And, just having that reckless energy about you. Yeah. It's like you have this reckless energy in taking action before there's any solid foundation. But there is a new solid opportunity for stability in either romance or a creative offer. I mean, I do see that here. I feel like it may be like an offer of romance. However, it could be a creative offer or it could be romance because you have pentacles here too. Could be both. They could be combined as well. However, though, when it comes to work that you're doing, you actually may feel like you're unrewarded, like you're not being rewarded, and then it also may feel stalled to you as well. You may also feel like you aren't nurtured, like you aren't supported. And so because of this, it feels like an empty victory for you, like a feeling of defeat. This is bringing on a harsh reality where it's bringing confusion, even delusions, and this could be like past too, or like right on the verge of taking place for you currently. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like an overwhelming amount of choices that are finally being cleared away. So that's why I say like on the verge, okay? Your resolution here, I see, is to use willpower. You need to use discipline. And you need to use control to steer through these challenges, okay? So this is like suggesting to you like a more steady, slow, methodical work instead of speed, okay? Because if you speed, it'll lead to, if you speed, it'll slow you down. And I know that may sound like it should be the opposite, but it isn't. Okay? If you take like a steady, slow, methodical way instead of speed, it will lead you to your ultimate result. Okay? So, and your whole spread here, that's what I'm seeing. You're being urged to move away from any reckless, impulsive, and poorly planned endeavors and more toward a more grounded, patient, and a controlled approach in changing your direction. See, because you have the Chariot here and you have the Knight of Pentacles. This means you're moving, okay? And see how this person's taking a direction. He's taking a different direction than what he's been in. Yeah, to the Nine of Pentacles. So you can at least get there. And I feel like I'm looking at another deck, okay, that's right next to me. Yeah. You're up in your head, too, about a Queen of Wands. This could possibly be a fire sign or someone that's like, you know, a sexy woman. You may very well be a male. I mean, you could be a female, you know. But regardless, you know, because this is just energy. But regardless, you Capricorn are up in your head about this Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands are usually a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or someone that just has a fiery nature about them. More of you know, a sexy type individual. You may feel like you don't have much to offer when it comes to romance, but you're trying to manifest this. You aren't lovers. You may have been possibly even in the past. Yeah. But there wasn't much patience here, I feel like, on your end. Which just definitely does call for patience. So in the romantic sector here, yeah, you need to make sure that you're steady, that you're patient, that you're slower and methodical, okay? Let's pull out some signs, though. And, oh, geez, Capricorn, it just flew out like real quick. You're dealing with a Sagittarius. So this Queen of Wands here, I believe she is a Sagittarius. You're wanting to move too fast because you're wanting to move fast without a solid foundation, without solid stability. So that's why you're being told, well, what you're wanting to do here, you need to move slow, okay? Maybe a friendship to begin, okay? Instead of trying to push for something more when you aren't ready, you aren't stable enough as far as your foundation, the stability foundation, okay? That is what I'm seeing here in this whole spread. Yeah, because we've got the, I mean, look at you. Look at your hand to your head right here. What am I going to do kind of thing, right? And then you got someone over here in your ear saying stuff. I don't know who this is to you. Like a little bird told me to do this and that. And you got other entities around you as well. So people, you know, that are around you. Yeah. I don't know if you left a friend behind. You could possibly have. Okay. As well. There's been some conflict I see here as well. Okay, but I think that you're moving away. I feel like that is what you're moving away from. You're taking that new direction, okay? Oh, you're moving away from the conflict that you've been having with a Pisces Capricorn. Now, when we say Capricorn, Capricorn is an energy. You could literally be a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn rising. You could have Venus in your Capricorn. You could have any planet in your Capricorn, in your chart, okay? The Pisces reversed. This could be a literal Pisces person. Or, and this could be who you left behind too, because I see someone a person back here in the background, okay? Also to Capricorn, you could have been dealing with someone that's very emotional. They don't have to be a Pisces. They could just be very emotional and, you know, kind of a bit much in the feelings. Okay? This could be a Pisces that's like that too. Yeah, because there's love involved here. There is materialism that you see here as well. What just came to me is from afar. This could be concerning this Sagittarius. But this takes transformation. That's what this takes. There have been secrets here. Pluto doesn't only represent being at a distance. It represents changing, which is a form of its transformation. So even if you're changing direction, this is a transformation as well. Pluto is also going to represent that there could be things hidden. Okay, Pluto hides. It is the furthest planet in the atmosphere. It almost likes the darkness. It likes those secrets and the secrets to be hidden. Okay? You place that where you know it fits for you, Capricorn. Okay? Whether it's concerning the Pisces, whether it's just concerning your interpersonal, or it's concerning the Sagittarius, or both all together. Okay? You know. All right. Okay. Mars came out reversed. That is like the get up and go. You may not have that get up and go right now. We also have Taurus. There could be a Taurus around you. You could have Taurus in your chart, or this person that you're dealing with. I did just see Aquarius also. There could be Aquarius around. You could be dealing with Aquarius. There has not been any expansion. This Aquarius actually came out sideways. That's interesting. Yeah. You may not really feel so much like the sun is shining. And there does need to be some communication here because Mercury came out, and also some travel. So, yeah, where that fits for you, Capricorn, you'll know best. Okay, communication, travel. Not only that, but Mercury can be like your community, your peers that you communicate with, okay, or travel to or around about. All right. I'm talking about you to others. Are you talking about somebody to others, Capricorn? Possibly, or they are talking about you. You feel like you will be returning. And there may be someone around you that feels like they'll be back. I am seeing in this in the reverse, so I'm not too sure how this is going to pan out, the pan theory. But we'll dig a little deeper here for you, Capricorn, okay? Because it looks like someone may be wanting to return, okay? Whether that's you returning to someone or someone wanting to return back to you. I admire how hard you work. Well, someone admires someone's hard work. Okay. I want to be like you. Okay, so you admire this individual, Capricorn, and you would really like to be like this person. And, you know, if you admire ways that this individual has, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Yeah, let's see. I'm talking about you to others. That came out again. So this person may be talking about you. Someone's talking about somebody to other people. You could be talking about one of these individuals to others. The one that you feel works hard and that you want to be like in ways. You want to be like that. You want to work hard like this individual. Yeah. And so you're talking about this person. You may feel like this individual is out of your league though. And you actually fuel this person, or maybe you fuel this person's creativity. And maybe you feel like this person fuels yours, you know, because that it's about ideas, and that's what's coming to me. Ideas. I have a hard time communicating. That's what I'm talking about, Capricorn. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? You're having a hard time communicating. Well, if you don't communicate, then, well, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I do know what to tell you. And that's the advice that, I mean, I'm seeing here that you need is to make sure you change direction. Start slow and methodical, okay? Don't be trying to rush things and be reckless. You know, things don't work out like that. Then they end up sloppy. You understand what I'm saying? Have you been through those kind of cycles where you were reckless? Okay? You were reckless. You used your Mars energy to rush in very quickly without any plan, without being methodical, you know. Yeah, and so what happens is when you do that, it burns out quickly, and it can just not cause a proper resolution, Capricorn. Vice versa. Even, you know, the person you're dealing with. Okay, this fell out and I put it back in the deck. Not thinking. Until I just thought at the last second. And realized what was happening. Okay, weird. All right, so this card you can't see, but it says yes down here. Okay? Yes. And, but then I put it back in the deck. So, I don't know what that's supposed to be all about. Unless you're like back and forth. Confusion. Remember? It was in the cards. Yes. Confusion. That's what I'm saying. Listen. You know what I'm getting here? Evil bends reality until you don't know what's real. Let that simmer in you. All right. not the right time. Trust. Something says a year from now, and recovery. Someone isn't completely trusting because it came out reversed. You know, Capricorn, maybe right now, maybe it will be a yes. And maybe right now is not the right time to like be reckless. And maybe to do what you want. And that's why I'm saying, you know, first off, you have to learn to trust. And second, it looks like there needs to be a recovery here. This could be a recovery of stability or doing healing as well. Even though I don't have the healing card out here, this individual is like meditating and like growing spiritually. That's what this person's doing. I mean, we've got the aura above this individual who's sitting there meditating like above them with beams of light. So it's like there's, you know, some recovering that still needs to be done here. Yeah. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Yeah. If you feel like you have to be right, you're being told, you can just let that part of you go and just choose peace instead, because it will release conflict and allow yourself to heal, like with the recovery here. Okay. And now I'm also looking at next week. Looks promising. So these could have different meanings through the situation or different things, you know. Okay. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's true. And it's very humbling when we really realize that. Very humbling. Okay? All right. I'm looking at the journey card. Taking a journey. And that could be a spiritual journey. But because Mercury is out there, there could be some travel here as well. Yeah, beauty. Beauty came out. All right, well. Silence is its own kind of confession. Okay. Like what this is saying is when you're with somebody, you can be completely silent. Both of you can be completely silent. And it can say a lot about what you want to say. As you sit there silently across from each other. Words don't always have to be spoken. because there's communication also through the silence. So this means you two aren't talking. We were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Yeah, so you're feeling like you're supposed to be with this person, okay? And it has not been. See how you're both walking separate paths, like you're apart from each other there. You're both walking in the rain, but you're on different, paths there. But there's also a reflection of each other here. I pretend I don't care, but I see you in my dreams. So you pretend like you don't care about this person, or this person you've been dealing with does that with you. You've been dealing with, meaning, we did have the Pisces reverse come out. Could also be the Taurus. It could be any of these signs that I've pulled out. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. So somebody's learning that here. Can you still trust him or her? Okay. So there is the trust issue here, and that's why trust came out reversed. The trust has been broken here. Okay. Well, let's get the tea. Capricorn. Oh. Okay. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters. So is that what you're trying to do right now? And someone ended up with a not so good reputation. And someone really wasn't who they claimed to be in this, okay? Like they came off as someone that they aren't. So, maybe in the beginning or through it, they were trying to come off as someone that they're just not in this situation. And Capricorn, you would know best, okay? And who that individual is. A blessing for the right words. Okay. Yeah, finding the right words can bring a blessing to the situation, which according to your cards, your reading here, it's bringing peace. So your words can bring peace and help to end the conflict, which could very well be promising in the next week. I'm trying to show you the card in an awkward way. Oh, opening. Feeling ready to share your heart again. Yeah, and maybe you're feeling willing to do that now, to share your heart again. And like I said, this could very well be next week that you end up sharing your heart, or sometime soon here within the week, okay? And abundance. Okay, this can bring abundance through your action. Okay. Yeah, and success. All right. Well, I feel like anytime there is conflict ending and someone is making peace, putting the differences aside, as you've been on different paths, it is successful, absolutely. Well, let's see, we have, my thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes, okay, I get it here. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. I am one with everyone on the planet. It's true. I am on the cutting edge of a new conscious awakening for the whole planet. I am willing to expand the horizons of my thinking. Yes. Is this where you're at, Capricorn? Expand your thinking. Expand the horizons. Yeah. See, there was projection. I'm looking at projection here. Okay. So there could have been projecting onto another individual, or another individual projecting onto you, and could have even have been vice versa. But regardless, it was taking place. Okay, projecting one's insecurities onto another individual. When we do that, what happens is there becomes blame. It turns into blame. Okay. Yeah. This was someone that was a lover for you, Capricorn. But there has been transformation. There's been rebirth. There's been an upgrade here. All right. Which is so good. That means indeed that there indeed is a change in direction, just like I was stating here. Okay, I don't know. This is going to bring like a tower moment to this person. Okay, this person is single, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And yeah, this person does work. You know, this person, single and independent, works for their money. And, you know, there could end up being a tower moment. Yeah. You know, manifesting, justice being served. Yeah. Okay. Well, Capricorn, you need to bring this to an end, because I got 3 other signs I was really wanting to get done tonight. Yeah, see the conflict card? Conflict. We can't have any of that. And we, you know, yeah. Don't try to manifest with love spells. Don't try to do that, okay? Because that will definitely bring a tower moment, all right? And, you know, if any ancestors around you, family, are wanting to do that, they could be causing conflict too. So it needs to be abandoned. Any manipulation needs to be abandoned. You could currently feel blocked right now as well. Okay. It could be blocked in your creativity, because that came out too and was showing that something stalled. Anyway, Capricorn, I hope I helped you to see what you need to see today to make things better for yourself in this new direction that you're taking. And I'll see you again next week, okay? Unless you want to check out my other readings, you know, they may apply to you as well. So I'll see you soon. Bye.